Do you like dragons? I know they're pretend, but I love stories with dragons. I like them when the dragons are good guys, and I like them when the dragons are bad guys. I even collect dragons. These are some little dragons that are near my desk at work. I call them my desk dragons. Here's my light blue one. Here's my dark blue one. Here's my favorite. Green dragon with wings. Dragons are in lots of stories. I picked a story today to read to you that has a dragon in it. But more importantly, it has a very brave young girl in it. This is called The Paper Bag Princess by Robert Munsch, with art by Michael Marchenko. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a castle and had expensive, fancy princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. I've heard lots of stories with princesses marrying princes before. Unfortunately, a dragon smashed her castle, burned all her clothes with his fiery breath, and carried off Prince Ronald. Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon and get Ronald back. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing she could find that was not burnt was a paper bag. So she put on the paper bag and followed the dragon. He was easy to follow because he left a trail of burnt forests and horses' bones. She does not look very happy about those burnt forests and horse bones. I don't think she's very happy that she has to wear a paper bag either. Though that was very good thinking of her to recycle a paper bag and make it into clothes. Finally, Elizabeth came to a cave with a large door that had a huge knocker on it. She took hold of the knocker and banged on the door. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Well, a princess. I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I'm a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." He slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught. Elizabeth grabbed the knocker and banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Go away. I love to eat princesses, but I've already eaten a whole castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." "Wait!" shouted Elizabeth. "Is it true that you are the smartest and fiercest dragon in the whole world?" "Yes," said the dragon. "Is it true," said Elizabeth, "that you can burn up 10 forests with your fiery breath?" "Oh, yes," said the dragon, and he took a huge, deep breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 50 forests. All those trees got burnt. "Fantastic," said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 100 forests. "Magnificent," said Elizabeth. And the dragon took another huge breath. But this time, nothing came out. The dragon didn't even have enough fire left to cook a meatball. Elizabeth said, "Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world in just 10 seconds?" "Why, yes," said the dragon, and he jumped up and flew all the way around the world in just 10 seconds. He was very tired when he got back, but Elizabeth shouted, "Fantastic! Do it again. So the dragon jumped up and flew around the whole world in just 20 seconds. When he got back, he was too tired to talk, and he laid down and went straight to sleep. Elizabeth whispered very softly, "Hey, dragon." The dragon didn't move at all. She lifted up the dragon's ear and put her head right inside. She shouted as loud as she could, "Hey, dragon!" The dragon was so tired he didn't even move. Oh, look, there's Prince Ronald up there. The sleeping dragon. Elizabeth walked right over the dragon and opened the door to the cave. There was Prince Ronald. He looked at her and said, "Elizabeth, you are a mess. You smell like ashes. Your hair is all tangled, and you are wearing a dirty old paper bag. Come back when you are dressed like a real princess." That is not a kind thing to say. Look at how sad she feels. And he didn't even say thank you, even though she outsmarted the dragon and saved him. "Ronald," said Elizabeth, "your clothes are really pretty, and your hair is very neat. You look like a real prince, but you are a mean bum." And they didn't get married after all. The end. The Paper Bag Princess. Sometimes there's very scary things. Not dragons, of course, because they're pretend. But scary things nonetheless. And if you're a good thinker and problem solver, you can get in your upstairs brain even though you're scared and solve the problem. There's also a very important point in this story. Not everyone is always nice. Sometimes people say things to you that can really hurt your feelings. And you have to decide if it's a big problem or a little problem. It was a huge, big, gigantic problem that Ronald was not nice to Elizabeth after she did all of those amazing things to save him. It wasn't respectful of him at all. We have to be kind and we have to work together as a community. That means we save each other and we're polite and kind and say thank you and all the things that let the people in your life know that they're important. Because they are important. And you are important. Just like Elizabeth. Have a good night.